Hi, this is Ashish Lal. Today we'll talk about how we can become our best self by investing only 9 minutes daily. I call this 9mm program, that is 9-minute mentorship program. Why do I call it 9mm and not 8mm or 12mm? Just to show that it takes less than 10 minutes to analyze and plan a day in such a way that it makes you become your best self eventually. The focus should always be to improve and change ourselves, not others. So that is what we will do today. Why is it a mentorship program? Who is the mentor here? The one who understands you the most. Your parents, siblings, partner, best friend, teacher, boss. No, it's you. Because you understand yourself in and out. You understand yourself completely. Yes, you should take feedback and ideas from others, but finally it is you who can change yourself by becoming your own loving but a very strict mentor. So what do we do in a 9mm program? We spend less than 10 minutes daily to analyze that day and then plan the next day. Let us talk about the planning bit first. So what should be the order of things? Ever heard of Pareto principle? It states that for many events, roughly about 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. Here also you will find that 20% of your activities account for 80% of the results. So should you start with the least important tasks first, finish it and then peacefully do the big tasks? The answer might sound counterintuitive, but it is given beautifully by Brian Tracy in his book Eat That Frog. After a lot of research, it has been found that almost all extremely successful people start their day with the most important work and then end the day with the least important work. Importance is judged by the effect it has on your life. Remember those 20% of the activities that causes 80% of your results? Those are the most important ones. That's the way you need to plan. From the most important to the least important and in that order. There might be cases where you have a dance class and dance class does not fall in the most important category. What do you do then? Use common sense. After the dance class is over, do the most important task. Simple. Now let us talk about the second part of the 9mm program, the analysis bit. You can be dishonest with everybody, but you cannot be dishonest with yourself. Yes, your mind rationalizes and gives you false reason as to why you are always right. But at least while you are analyzing daily, try to be really honest. Analysis is simple. You just need to flash back the day in your head and see what you did right, what you did wrong, and where you could have improved. Once you know what you did wrong and where and how you could have improved, you can plan your next day accordingly so that you do not commit the same mistakes again. That is why analysis for that day is to be done before the planning for the next day. Analysis can be not just of work, finances or relationship related stuff. It can be of anything. Whichever area you want to be better at, you can analyze that. For example, if you are deep into spirituality, you can analyze the day by analyzing whether you were mindful, at what times you were not mindful, your attachments towards living, non-living things, your attachment towards emotions, whether there was acceptance in your day or not, whether you were trying to hold on to objects or people or a particular emotion, and so on and so forth. Analysis helps everywhere, material, spiritual and everything in between. One very important tip is to write the analysis and the planning, not just think in your head. It doesn't work like that. And my suggestion is to get used to soft copies instead of paper. Not only does it save paper, but it is also accessible anytime, anywhere. The next day, delete the previous day's to-do list and analysis. It is not a very good idea to keep every day's analysis like a diary. Just let go of the past, learn from it, and then move on to the present moment of the present day. The best app for laptop and mobile is Google Keep. You can download it on laptop and mobile, sync it using the same Gmail ID, and use it wherever you want to. If you are comfortable writing on mobile, you can write there. If you are comfortable writing on laptop, you can write there. In Google Keep, you can write as a normal text pad or as a list. When you are doing the analysis, use the normal text pad mode, and when you are doing the planning, writing the to-do list, then use it as a list. So to sum it all up, number 1, download Google Keep and sync it both on laptop and mobile. Number 2, before sleeping, give 9 minutes to analyze that day and plan the next day. Number 3, next day in the morning, give 2 minutes to see the list once again. Number 4, now as you go on doing different tasks throughout the day, keep checking the checkboxes. You do one task, check a checkbox. Using the reward concept explained by Charles Duhigg in his best-selling book, The Power of Habit, it can be concluded that when you check a checkbox, you feel rewarded. Because you feel rewarded, happy hormones are released. Because happy hormones are released, brain likes it. It motivates you to stick to completing other tasks as well. So just a simple activity of checking the checkboxes can make you develop a powerful habit of doing the right thing at the right time daily. Isn't that wonderful? Try following this 9mm program for at least a couple of weeks. If it doesn't help you make remarkable changes in your life, you can always switch back to your old ways. But trust me, it's definitely worth a try. Hope this helps. Stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you.